Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along. It is Tuesday, and we have... No, it's not Tuesday. What am I on about? It's Monday. We have tonight's live stream with the Le Mans Ultimate Prototype Trophy here, as we usually do. Sorry, I'm just going to move that over there behind, so we can try and get some cooler air coming into the room and try and keep the temperature down as low as we possibly can without it getting too hot here during this race. But yes, it is round 2 of the Prototype Trophy, a multi-class series, and we're going to be driving in the GT3 class with the Ford Mustang GT3. We're in split 1 of 4, and we are racing at Imola this week. So this should be an interesting hour and 10-minute race that we have. Why am I not seeing any information with regards to what qualifying is? Interesting. Okay, but yeah, it should be a dry race this time. The last couple of races that we have done, I think the last 3 or so, have all been mixed conditions with some rain very much there and playing a part in terms of the conditions. But this time round, it is going to start off dry, which would be nice. Just double checking some things here with regards to the setup of the car, making sure that it is all set, good and groovy, ready for our qualifying runs. Everything at the moment is looking all good and like it is there, set and ready to go. Lovely stuff. Yes, yes indeed. Either way, how was your weekend? Hopefully you all had a good weekend. Had a good time. Kept busy. Saw friends or family or anything like that. Which would be really nice. Let's go ahead and bring up the game because we are pretty much loaded into the server, as you can hear, and we're just getting ourselves ready to go. The qualifying session will be starting in the next 1 minute and 40 odd seconds. Number 7 car. So there's a few people up in front of us who've got higher rating than myself. So yeah, hopefully we can have ourselves a good clean race. 6 tyres here for this event. So that'll be interesting. Figure out what is going to be the best strategy in terms of tyre wear and avoiding potential issues with tyre wear. I think it may be a case that we take a new set of rear mediums for the start of the race, but we shall see how we get on, see how the tyre wear is actually in the qualifying session itself. That's going to be the main thing that we're going to be focusing on. People starting to put in some times already, mainly the LMP2s. No one else has really put any times in as of yet. And the strategy for this race is going to be completely flat out from start to finish. About 14 laps in the second stint, so there's no point in trying to fuel save for 14 laps because that would be absolutely ridiculous. It's way too much time, so we're going to be push throughout the entirety of the race. We may do a tiny little bit of fuel saving, maybe a lap or so, but otherwise, I'm not going to be trying to do too much. Anyway, here we go then. Jumping on head to what should be qualifying session. But I don't see it listed here on the left-hand side. That's the odd thing. Just got practice and then the race. I'm a little bit worried.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Okay. So it doesn't seem like there's any quali? Okay, interesting. That's unusual. Right. Well, at least the good thing is we don't have to worry about tyre situation. We just go brand new tyres straight from the beginning. And we should be all good to go, I reckon, in a moment. And just... that looks about right, that looks right. As does all of that. Just over a minute to go here in this session. Yeah, interesting. I'm really baffled as to why there wasn't a qualifying session, because usually there is. So we are diving straight in with a race. We're going to be starting P7 by the looks of things. So curious exactly as to what did happen there. I think we should be okay with everything like that. Just like it. Make sure we've got the tyres selected. Start driving. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and change bits on the fuel ratio. So we want 53%. 14 laps, no tyre change. And that should be us all good. But yeah, we obviously don't know where the pace is with the cars in front. They might be a little bit slower, they might be a little bit quicker. Who really knows? So this is going to be interesting. Go ahead and turn the music off to get ready for the start of the race here. Just trying to get some heat in the tyres and brakes. Right, here we go. Just need a good reaction to the green light now.
Green flag, green flag.
There it is. It's okay. Wasn't too bad. Now, just gotta hope that we keep the nose clean and damage free. Oh, and Ami's got the legs on us. Coming up the straight here. That's an MP2 off the track there. Looks like we've lost a couple of positions here so far, but quite a long race, so not too fast. An hour and 10 minutes of racing action. Very nearly getting rear-ended there by the Porsche behind us. So just try and settle in. Low on rhythm here in this race. Lamborghini's looking quite aggressive and trying to make moves. There we go. Position regained. I'm pushing a little bit too hard. See if we can get the cars up in front. So we managed to survive that first lap there. Thomas has got a drive through. No point trying to go side by side coming through. Minerali here. That'd be silly. That was not a good exit. Thankfully, Lamborghini's going for the pit lane already, serving that drive-through. Lead is just romping away off into the distance, a good 3 seconds faster on that lap there. But obviously, with this pack here, all kind of battling, holding each other up, making it a lot easier for him. Porsche behind's making a mistake there. It's giving us plenty of breathing room. Definitely feels like we've got the pace over some of the cars in front at the moment. It's just possible to find a way past. It's a difficult track to overtake on this one. It's only really that first braking zone, that first chicane, that's ideal for overtaking unless someone else makes a mistake. So it's really important to get a good run off the exit of these corners here. But it can be quite tricky. Messed myself up a little bit there. Went a little bit too far to the right. Made it difficult having to get myself back over to the left. Try and get past this Porsche ASAP. Feels like he's a bit of a cork in the bottle at the moment. Be careful with those track limits. Accidentally shifted into neutral there. Okay, he's willing to give room when I have a little sniff, so maybe we have a go on the next lap. We're close enough. Yeah, he took the track limits there to consolidate and hold on to that position. Here we go. Now we've got a bit of a run. They're a little bit wide on the apex. Now we're in the slipstream. He's letting us have the inside by the looks of it. Not really bothered about the track limits there. It's more one in the position. So that went nicely. Now, let's get onto the cars in front. Not too bad when it's only 0.25 of a point. Basically, he's got some very good pace down in the low 45s. Here we go. That's one. Need to be careful with the second apex there in that chicane. It's a little bit too easy to cut the inside. Everyone's got a run on the Ferrari. Oh, a little bit of argy-bargy. Or steep. Not quite going to work there. Ferrari can seize the position. Opportunistic dive there by Yakum in the Porsche. But he made it work quite nicely. Bit neater until the exit. Exit was a bit messy. Well, MP2 is starting to come through. I didn't really want to have to concede the apex there, but less risk doing so. Now it's going to get interesting. Especially when you've got an LMP2 looking up your inside like that. Oh, that was a big wiggle by the Ferrari. Tried to leave some room there. Don't know whether we did actually make contact or not. That caused the spin. It didn't feel like there was any on my end, so it might have just been them taking too much curb. That was a bit sketchy. Hey, Dot. He did it to himself. Okay, cool. Thank you. So that's what I thought, but it's hard to be sure. And hello. How's your day been? And your weekend? Alright, now we've got to start really pushing. Just over 9 seconds to P3. Although we've got to be careful with track limits. Seeing as we've used too many already. F1 was the highlight. Rain was pretty epic. Yeah, it was an interesting race. That is for sure. We'll double check on the replayers to see what exactly happened. I do agree, I think they did take too much curb. Oh, way too far left. Trying to set myself up there. That's a little frustrating. It is quite easy to do. Now we've got a lot of work to try and get back up. Silly little mistake there. Not quite balancing the car properly. .59.9, that's 13 seconds or so. It was just too much weight on the front. Not quite balancing the car properly. The problem as well with Imola is tyre temps never really come up to where you properly want them. So you're always lacking a little bit of grip. It's quite nice to see 45s race pace. And I managed to get a good lap actually hooked up. Oh, Ferrari in front's really pushing. Yeah, I don't really seem to have the problem anywhere else. Maybe into the braking zone of the first chicane. It can get loose there. Otherwise, it's only really here. High 22s at Spa. I haven't really driven GT3s at Spa. So I don't... I have, but I can't remember what times I was doing. It is quite tricky, you do have to kind of underdrive the cars quite a lot. Yeah, and you can't take the curves quite as aggressively as you used to be able to as well. It's the other thing. So you used to be able to get up all over the curbs on the old GT3 tyre model. Yeah. But then also different cars as well. These GT3s I think are heavier than the ones in the SRO. And they are, I think, generally a little bit slower. Yeah, Thomas is really catching. Ah, Ferrari's into the pits. Okay, that is a nice help. Try and use Thomas a little bit here. Hey, Lucker. Thank you very much. Appreciate the well wishes. Race has been okay so far, but I've made a silly mistake which has dropped us way down the field from where it should be. No damage. It was just a spin, an Aqua Minerale. So I just lost a load of time, didn't hit anything, thankfully, and no one hit me. And P2's being super aggressive. Ball run through chicane there. Curious as to what to do about the tyres in the pit stop, whether change or whether to stick with them. It's going to be 6 seconds. That's the amount of time that I'd lose changing tyres, because I can only change 2. Championship scoreboard. I don't think it is. I haven't seen it working on my end, Leco. I think there is a bug there in the system. Oh, someone's been through the gravel. So I did think it might be the 2 Porsches up in front. But yeah, if I am going to change tyres, what ones to go with, because I don't really want to do opposite corners. So if I get a new front right, I don't know if the rear right is going to be able to keep up. In terms of the grip demand, and obviously it's going to make the car a lot more oversteery in left-handed corners. And I don't really need or want that. So I'm almost tempted to just go with what I've got and not change tyres. And I also hope that I've not worn them quite as quickly as other people have. Those LMP2s have really played havoc with the battle between the two Porsches, and now Thomas is right on them. Oh, there goes one, dead. Made it a little bit easier, freebie that. That's why. Fuel calculation way off. Way too much fuel. to 0.84. Bloody thing. Come on, Yorkie, pay attention. I am stupid. I am very, very stupid. Not 0.76. It's the fuel ratio I should be on, not what I'm on. So I've got like 20 litres of fuel too much. Definitely a race to forget. Should be able to climb back up into the top 10 relatively easy. In the Lexus. But I think we're taking ourselves out of contention for much more than that. little bit worried about leaving LMP2s behind. And that is why. People in front doing 47s and 48s. This is going to be our last lap we'll be pitting on this one. Getting the cars wanting to go. Right. You're in, please go, Thomas. Thank you. $20. The fuel's not taking long at all. Back onto some clear track. It's nice. Looks like no one else is taking tyres either. I know I've done that move a few times in the hypercar, but with the hypercar you clear the GTs quite a bit quicker than the LMP2s do. But they probably don't have to lift as much to accommodate you going around the outside to not hit them. Especially when they go for a move that late as well. Right, we should now have some much better pace in comparison to other people because we're not carrying an extra 20 litres of fuel. I accidentally inputted the wrong fuel amount per lap. I put in 3.8 rather than 2.8 into the calculator, so it was giving me a much higher fuel ratio than what was actually needed. P10 is 12 seconds up the road. That is the target. That's annoying. I thought I was going to be fine with that one. It was indicating green there for a moment, and then the last moment it changed to yellow. As you saw, I probably tried to negate it somewhat, but it didn't really work. Catching him. That was not what we needed. Way too ambitious, thinking you're going to make that. So they're doing 46 and 49s, 47, 46.8. 46.7, so a 10th there on P9. Oh, nice little power at 360. don't think I'll be sharing this setup after this race. It hasn't seemed to work quite as well, does it? What it felt in testing, even then. The testing that I did was quite limited compared to how much I'd usually like to do. Definitely feel the tyre wear on the tyres. Feels like the sidewalls are moving around a fair bit more now than they were previously. Oh, this is feels like a very long race. Obviously a frustrating one with three fairly major mistakes. 4 if you count the incorrect fuel. I feel like it might have been a bit of a different race if there was actually qualifying. So it certainly threw a bit of a spanner in the works and kind of mixed up the grid a little bit, I think, in terms of people's pace. They get horrid understeer now. The exit of the final turn. gaining more than a second a lap to get P10. Not done it on this lap. Oh, way too deep. That cost us a lot. Yeah, not gaining enough. Six eight, 464, 4 temps, but still, we need more. Oh, he is off. There we go, freebie. Lap 36, contact there with P2. Oh, that's worked out in our favour. Don't think I'm going to get any of the other cars up in front. It's too far away. pace is too similar as well. So unless they have a big incident as well. Almost. Big lift there just to make sure that I'm not picking up any more track limits penalties. We can't really afford any more of them. I hate it when they dive in the chicane. It has been a struggle, yeah, Door. Turns out that me fuel calculator, I put in the wrong values for the strategy. So the first stint I had way more fuel than I actually needed. About 20 litres too much, that was slowing us down. And then I made a mistake whilst trying to adjust said fuel calculator. And then I also had one other 360 pirouette as well, which obviously cost me 6-7 seconds. So yeah, it's been a little bit of a long race, even though the race isn't massively long, only an hour and 10 minutes. Certainly one to forget. Or at least learn from. That's going to be the main thing. No. Oh dear. Just about to say, what's this guy doing? But he's got no rear wing. Yeah, very much so. I agree. I don't think it's particularly great for racing either. It's very, very difficult to pass. It would have been alright if I didn't have the 20 litres of fuel. I probably would have been able to carve my way through the field a little bit quicker. I have actually made it to the finish. So yeah, that's us done, thankfully. There it is. P10 in the end. Thomas managed to get to P5. Let's go ahead and take a look at lap 10. Let's see what actually happened. That incident with the Ferrari. That's 12. Here it is. Oh no, there was contact. I'd say I left just about enough room there. I reckon. He was obviously trying to hold on to the position. Yeah, and that line it took us much tighter. Yeah, I did try to leave some room though, considering what is with that camera angle on the Porsches. Usually you'd be up all over that curb. Not like that. Just trying to hit for the other incident, but yeah, I was trying to leave room. Let's take a look at the race start here. Which is okay. I did go backwards, I remember. So if we had a lighter car, we probably would have got a better run towards turn 1, and the BMW in front, as you can see, being quite conservative. there wasn't really too much I could do with the race start there. I was just kind of following the ebb and flow of the cars in front. I think I might have maybe taken a little bit too much out of the Packers on the front of the car. So as you can see it bottoming out there, coming into Aqua Minerale on that outside corner. It would also contribute to the spin that I had as well. I don't really remember there being too much more from the race that's kind of worth watching. So let's go back and see what's actually happened to the rating. Your class is underway, but then again, with all the other splits, I imagine that they're still going. Obviously, for us, we didn't have the qualifying session, which was a little bit weird. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, a bit of a race to forget. Really, wasn't the best performance. Some silly mistakes there by myself, which were obviously quite costly. But hey ho, it is what it is, and we shall move on to the next round next week, which will be at Sebring. Quite looking forward to that one actually, because the hopefully the Mustang will go pretty well there, and it's a track I quite like. I enjoy driving as well, so yeah, that'll be a cool one for sure. Hopefully this Thursday we've got the WEC Experience race back in the Porsche 963 hypercar, so make sure you don't miss out on that on Thursday evening. We're going to be racing at Lusail International Circuit, which will be interesting. A new track for me, so I've got to learn the track and then also try and figure out a setup for it as well, which will be good fun. But nonetheless, that'll be Thursday, and hopefully we get a much better event there. But in the meantime, thank you very much everyone for tuning in this evening. Hope you have a good week, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you again Thursday evening. Until then, have fun, stay safe, and take care.